Hi, I'm Daniel, founder of GritLift, a bodybuilding and fitness coaching service dedicated to helping you build lifelong results. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to start tracking your macronutrients. We're going to discuss three things. Number one, what does tracking your macronutrients do for you? What are macronutrients? And then three, how do you track your macronutrients on a daily basis? So what are macronutrients? Macronutrients are the nutrients that we need the most of to survive. The first of which is protein, which is made up of amino acids and is the essential building block for building muscle tissue. We don't actually have a way to store extra amino acids in our body, and therefore we need to be eating protein throughout the day, every day. Second is carbohydrates, which is made up of sugars, starches, and cellulose, and is stored in our body in the form of glycogen in both the liver and the muscle tissue. Third is fats, which is made up of triglycerides and fatty acids. Fats help support our hormonal system as well as transport minerals and vitamins throughout our entire body. It's also the largest storage of energy that our body has. What does counting your macronutrients actually do for you? Well, one, it gives you the ability to control an essential variable necessary to achieve your fitness goals. Second, it allows you to be consistent, so therefore prompting when necessary changes are needed. And three, tracking your macronutrients allows you to flexibly diet. No more rigid meal plans that only allow you to eat certain foods. Tracking your macronutrients allows you to eat the kinds of foods that you want while still attaining the fitness goals that you have. Now, how do you actually track your macronutrients? Well, whether you're using an app or you're using a nutrition logbook, the basic principles stay the same. First, take a look at the nutrients section of the specific food that you would like to track, such as this nutrition label on the back of a jasmine rice bag. Notice how it says either 1/4 cup or 45 grams dry. You can either track your rice by measuring out a 1/4 cup of dry rice or pouring it inside of a container and measuring out 45 grams of dry rice. Now that 45 grams or 1/4 cup of dry rice is 35 grams of carbohydrates, 0 grams of fat, and 3 grams of protein. Although there are a lot of different ways to count your macronutrients, I would suggest doing it on an app like MyFitnessPal. It brings a lot of convenience and makes things a lot easier. So let's open up MyFitnessPal right now so that I can show you how to track that rice example. Alright guys, so we're in MyFitnessPal right now, and there are a couple of things that I want to show you before we get started on actually tracking our macronutrients. The first of which is how to adjust your goals. If you go to the bottom right hand corner and click More, and then you go to Goals, under Goals you'll see Calorie, Carbs, Proteins, and Fat Goals. Click that. Now, if you pay for the premium version of MyFitnessPal, you can adjust your macronutrients by the gram. If you don't, and you just use the free version, you can just change it by the percentage, and then just try and hit your macros as you know you should by the gram. So for example, if I'm eating 2,600 calories a day, and I want to adjust my carbohydrates, and I know I should be eating around, let's say it's 230 grams, well, that leaves me with 95%. It won't let me do that. So that means I need to up something. So if I adjust the fats up 5%, you can see I'm eating around 87 grams of fat. But maybe actually my goal is 80 grams of fat, and I just need to know that and keep track of it as I do things. So for now, let's go ahead and say that those are our macronutrients: 228 grams of carbs, 228 grams of protein, and 87 grams of fat. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and second from the left, you're going to click Food Diary. Now for our rice example earlier, how you enter that is you click Add Food. And there's a couple different ways that you can add in the rice that we measured. The first thing that you can do is just look up jasmine rice, and it was the Kroger brand. And anything with a green check mark by it means it's been approved by Under Armour, as those are the correct macronutrients. Everything else that you see here can actually be entered by other people and will pop up in the results. So we can either do that, or you can click scan barcode, and you can actually scan the barcode of whatever food it is that you're trying to track. Now right now obviously my privacy is not allowing it to use my camera, but you get the gist. So let's go ahead and enter that in. Let's look up jasmine rice. It's the Kroger brand, and it's going to have a number of different options. First, it's going to give you options for serving size. In the top right hand corner here, right below protein, if you click that, it'll give you options for 0.25 cups dry, 1 cup dry, or 1 entire container. Now, what if you measured it in grams? If you measured it in grams, you know that 1/4 cup on the bag said it's 45 grams. So you can just adjust this accordingly and say you did 1 serving and click enter. Okay? Let's say you did the same thing with some cooked chicken breast. Okay? So let's say you measured out 250 grams of cooked chicken breasts, which is 5.5 grams of fat and 46.3 grams of protein. Okay, now, how do you know if you're getting close to your goal? Well, something that you can do, on the bottom right, second from the right, you can see that there's a section called nutrition, and you can either click that or up at the top of the screen where it gives you your goal and your food, exercise, and your calories remaining, you can click that section as well. And what will pop up is options for calories, nutrients, and macros. In the nutrients section is going to be the easiest way to see how close you are in grams to your macronutrient goal. So for example, right now, I have 81 grams of fat left to eat. I have 192 grams of carbs left to eat. And I have 179 grams of protein left to eat. And my goal is to fill up these bars all the way. Now, if your macronutrients on this app aren't adjusted to the exact gram that you need, then you can just keep in mind how many you're supposed to eat. So for example, it gives you your running total right beneath where it says total. And what that does is allows you to see how many grams have I eaten today. So if you know, okay, I'm not trying to eat 228 grams of protein, I'm trying to eat 210, well then you can see your running total and just don't go above 210. And then once you have an entire day of your macronutrients filled, then you're done. I hope this video shed some light on how to track your macronutrients. And always, if you like the video, please click like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and comment in the section for the algorithm. I'll see you guys next time.